Jimmy Johnson is an American sports analyst and former football coach. Johnson served as a head football coach on the collegiate level from 1979 to 1988 and in the National Football League for 9 seasons. Born July 16, 1943, age 80 years, Port Arthur, Texas, United States. Past teams coached: Miami Dolphins, head coach, 1996 to 1999, more. Children: Chad Johnson, Brent Johnson. Parents: Aline Johnson, C.W. Johnson Jr. Siblings: Wayne Johnson.
Spouse: Rhonda Rookmaker, M. 1999, Linda K. Cooper, M. 1963-1990.
College: Arkansas. Jimmy Johnson net worth 2024, $160 million. Early life: Johnson attended high school at Thomas Jefferson High School, now known as Memorial High School, in Port Arthur, Texas. In high school, he was a classmate of Rock and Roll Hall of Famer Janis Joplin. Johnson played college football as a defensive lineman at the University of Arkansas between 1962 and 1964. He helped lead the Razorbacks to the national championship in 1964, when he was named to the All-Southwest Conference team. Additionally, he was named to the Razorbacks All-Decade Team of the 1960s, and was later inducted into Arkansas State Athletic Hall of Fame in 1988, followed by the university's Hall of Fame in 1999. During his time in Arkansas, he played with future Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones. Coaching career. Early coaching jobs. Johnson began as an assistant coach at Louisiana Tech University in 1965. During this time, Phil Robertson of Duck Dynasty fame was the starting quarterback, and Jimmy helped recruit high school quarterback Terry Bradshaw from nearby Shreveport. He then became an assistant coach at Picayune Memorial High School in Picayune, Mississippi, in 1966. In 1967, Johnson was an assistant at Wichita State University. Then in 1968 and 1969, he served under Johnny Majors at Iowa State University in Ames. In 1970, Johnson moved on to another Big 8 conference school, to become a defensive line coach at the University of Oklahoma, working under head coach Chuck Fairbanks and alongside future rivals Barry Switzer and Jim Dickey. In 1973, Johnson returned to Arkansas, where he served as defensive coordinator through the 1976 season. There, he coached such players as Bryson Manor and Dirt Winston. Johnson had hopes of being named head coach when Broyles retired, but was passed over for Lou Holtz. Holtz wanted to retain Johnson on his staff and offered him a position, but Jimmy decided to move on and amicably parted company with his alma mater. Johnson became assistant head coach and defensive coordinator at the University of Pittsburgh under Jackie Sherrill in 1977 and 1978. There, he coached Randy Holloway, David Logan, Alabama Chesley, J.C. Wilson, Ricky Jackson, Jimbo Covert and Hugh Green, and was introduced to Pitt alumnus and assistant coach Dave Wanstedt, who later teamed up with Johnson again at the University of Miami, Oklahoma State, the Cowboys, and the Dolphins. Personal life. Johnson married Linda K. Cooper on July 12, 1963, with whom he had 2 sons. They divorced in January 1990. On July 18, 1999, Johnson married Rhonda Rookmaker. As of 2010, he lives in Isla Morada in the Florida Keys. Johnson owned 3 Rings restaurant in Miami and owns JJ's Big Chill, a bar and grill located in Key Largo, Florida, at mile marker 104. 3 Rings was named after the 3 championships Johnson won on collegiate and professional levels as a head coach. He previously owned a second restaurant under the same name in Oklahoma City, but it has closed. Johnson's fishing boat, docked behind his oceanfront home in Isla Morada, Florida, is also called 3 Rings.